The most dangerous enemy of your wealth is not inflation. It's not the economic crisis. It's not low salaries. The real enemy might be you, because there's a scientifically proven mental mechanism that makes you believe you're more competent, more cautious, or smarter than you really are. When making financial decisions, it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect, and it's so sneaky, you might carry it within you without even realizing it. Today, you'll discover how it works, why it makes you poorer, and how to break free before it destroys your financial future. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias studied by two psychologists from Cornell University. In simple terms, people with low confidence tend to overestimate their abilities. It's a universal mechanism. It affects everyone, especially when it comes to money, because with money, even a small mistake can have huge consequences. In this video, you'll learn what the Dunning-Kruger effect really says, how it distorts your financial decisions, the 5 signs you're a victim of it, and the psychological techniques to escape it. What the Dunning-Kruger effect is: according to Dunning and Kruger, incompetent people not only make mistakes, but they also lack the skills to recognize their own mistakes. This is why they tend to overestimate their abilities, underestimate difficulties, fail to learn from experience, believe they're better than others. It's a vicious cycle. The less you know, the more you think you know. When it comes to money, this is devastating because it pushes you to make risky decisions, convince you're smarter than everyone else. How the Dunning-Kruger effect makes you poor. This effect shows up in subtle but lethal ways. Here's how it sabotages you. 1. It makes you believe you already know everything. Many people think, I already know how money works. Investing, that's easy. I don't need to learn anything. In reality, the more confident they are, the fewer real skills they actually have, and they stop improving. 2. It makes you underestimate risks. You think, this is a guaranteed opportunity. Nothing can go wrong. I know exactly what I'm doing. Overconfidence is one of the main reasons. Millions fall into scams, speculative investments, financial hype, easy credit traps. 3. It makes you ignore warning signs. When you believe you're competent, you stop listening to warnings. You think others are just too cautious, so you ignore hidden costs, interest rates, fees, unfavorable conditions, speculative bubbles. You convince yourself that it won't happen to you. 4. It prevents you from asking for help. Asking for help means recognizing a limit. And if you think you don't have any, you don't ask. So you stay stuck in the same financial habits. That got you where you are. 5. It makes you miss important opportunities. When you overestimate your abilities, you either take too many risks or too few. And both strategies lead to costly mistakes. 5 signs you're a victim of the Dunning-Kruger effect. Here's how to understand if your brain is sabotaging you. 1. You think saving or investing is simple. If everything seems obvious, you probably haven't encountered its real complexity yet. 2. You can't explain what you're doing. True competence shows through the ability to explain things clearly. If you can't explain a financial decision without confusing yourself, maybe you don't really understand it. 3. You don't track your results. Incompetent people don't monitor numbers. They rely on feelings. 4. You feel superior to others when it comes to money. If you often think other people are naive, I'm not. Beware, it might be the bias speaking. 5. You never change your mind. The refusal to revise your beliefs is one of the strongest signs. How to escape the Dunning-Kruger effect? Fortunately, this bias can be neutralized, but it requires one thing: mental honesty. Here are the most effective strategies. 1. Measure everything. Tracking your finances shatters the illusion of, I think I'm good. Numbers don't lie. 2. Commit to continuous learning. Real competence is a process, not a destination. The less you know, the more you think you know. The more you learn, The more you realize there's so much more to learn. 3. Surround yourself with people who are more competent. The fastest way to grow is to confront yourself with those who know more. It forces you to recognize your limits and expand your skills. 4. Actively seek feedback. Ask someone to evaluate your decisions, your strategies, your financial plan. Feedback destroys self-deception. 5. Practice financial humility. Humility is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's knowing you don't know everything. It's staying open. It's updating your beliefs. It's changing direction when needed. The Dunning-Kruger effect isn't something others have. We all have it. You, me, everyone. But the difference between those who stay poor and those who build wealth is the ability to recognize it. Money doesn't reward those who think they're good. It rewards those who learn, who observe, who grow a little more every day. If you want more videos on the psychology of money and success, subscribe and continue this journey with me.